On a working tour of some facilities in Kaduna with the Minister of State for Agriculture, Senator Abdullahi Aliyu, in the company of other stakeholders. The tour was on the sidelines of the 47th regular meeting of the National Council on Agriculture and Food Security. Reacting to the worries of farmers about a crash in the cost of food items across the country, in spite of a hike in the cost of inputs, he assured them of the readiness of the government to tackle the challenge.
Ekiti State government has appealed to livestock farmers to ensure regular vaccination of their animals and give them quality feeds so as to be healthy. The State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Ebenezer Buluwade, made the appeal in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital, while declaring open a 3-day training organized by a World Bank agency, Livestock Productivity and Resilience Support Projects, LPRES and Ekiti State Government for 100 selected animal health officers, animal husbandry officers, livestock extension and advisory services providers. Correspondent Amos Grindi completes the story.
The Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Ebenezer Buluwade, who described livestock farming as lucrative business, pointed out that when animals were vaccinated, well fed and healthy, it would attract sales, thereby increasing the finance of the farmers. Mr. Buluwade, however, pledged government continued support for the World Bank agency, LPRES, to boost livestock production in the Ekiti State.
Animal health is essential as human to ensure that you actually pass normal international standards.
In his remarks, the LPRES coordinator, Mr. Olanyika Adedipe, said the aim of the training with the team effective and integrated livestock pest and management control was to expose the participants to the benefits of taking good care of their animals as they expand their farms.
Yes, what we want to achieve is we want to make sure that we have a safe environment. Let's hope our animals are healthy when try as much as possible to prevent the spread of diseases.
Also, the Director of Veterinary Services in Ekiti State, Dr. Emmanuel Oshayomi, told the farmers to spread the message of how to raise healthy animals, livestock farmers, at the grassroots. Two of the participants, Mr. Adebiyi Oluwole and Dr. Elin Durojaye, spoke of their expectations.
It is very important that we in the veterinary department we should know how to prevent this ectoparasite in the livestock, especially in cattle, sheep, goat.
This training is coming at a very timely, at a very beautiful time, so to speak. So, and one of the things we expect to take home from today's training is we're expecting to learn how we can manage the livestock.
100 participants selected from different fields, ministry, departments and agencies are attending the training, which will end on Thursday. For Radio Nigeria, I am Amos Ogunidi.
Agriculture remains the backbone of any economy, providing livelihoods for millions of people and contributing significantly to the country's gross domestic product, GDP. Despite its vast potential, the sector continues to face some challenges, which has contributed greatly to the low participation of Nigerian youth in the sector. In this special report, an intern from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Omobolale Alimi, takes a look at some of the challenges discouraging youth involvement in the sector.
According to the 2023 National Bureau of Statistics report and the 2024 United Nations Population Fund, more than 60% of Nigerian population are people under 35 years of age, making the country one of the most youthful nations globally. In the recent time, the federal government unveiled a series of programs to endear the nation's youth generation into the farming business. Some of the steps taken include Green Money Project, Youth Farmers Enrollment Portal, among others, which focus on mechanized farming. The Central Bank of Nigeria's Anchor Borrowers Programs also provide credit facility to smallholders farmers and agripreneurs, especially the youth. As good as this project may be, Nigerian farmers are still battling with drudgeries primitive methods, and financial risk. This is aside post-harvest losses due to absence and low access crop storage facilities and security challenges. Farmers equally lack the fund with which to practice their farming activities. As a result, youth often prefer to migrate to cities in search of white-collar jobs, leaving the aging population dominating rural agricultural practice. Two farmers, Mr. Samuel Olayemi and Mr. Sodiq Okpeyemi, noted that while agriculture could be rewarding, it also possesses significant challenges, which they elaborated based on their experiences.
Very rewarding and also very challenging. I'm into piggery, fishery, and poultry. Particularly the piggery. There is what we call swine fever that usually wipes our animals away.
Challenges facing me as a farmer is pests and diseases, which actually reduces the quantity and sometimes the quality of the produce.
On their part, some youth in agribusiness, including Kehinde Akinbosede and Samuel Kolade, explained that despite their interest in farming, government has remained poorly disposed to their agricultural interest.
Agriculture is a good source of income, but there are many likely discouragements, and part of it is educational pursuits, career-wise, and other things.
Security and rural infrastructure. Farmers are experiencing a lot of things in aspect of security. So there should be enough security for the farmers to be able to support them.
The chairman of the Ibarapa Farmers Association, Mr. Sunday Oluwabukola, said though government needed to do more to promote interest of youth in the sector, majority of Nigerians youth, according to him, were however reluctant to engage in the sector as they prefer quick money-making ventures.
Government can help. Give them fertilizer, give them chemical. You know, it's not easy. And the youth of today, they don't want to work harder. Without helping, they cannot do it in the way so that they will succeed.
Mr. Oluwabukola urged Nigerian youth to remain courageous and focused in their fiction of being an agriculture entrepreneur and rely less on white-collar job. In Ibadan, Omobolanle Alimi for Radio Nigeria.
Now, away from agriculture to education, the minister, Dr. Tunji Alausa, says the federal government is collaborating with relevant ministries and agencies to enhance the quality of education in Nigeria, with special focus on the girl child and teacher development. The minister stated this when he paid a courtesy visit on Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Dr. Alausa disclosed that 1 million teachers would be trained between now and 20.
Teamwork and leadership was held at Studio One Broadcasting House, Dugbe, Ibadan. Dr. Babalola, who said the health talk was important to enlighten people on the condition of their health, noted that inadequate knowledge on the state of the health, especially high blood pressure, could lead to stroke or sudden death.
There are so many people out there that have hypertension, which they may not know. Somebody today may not be hypertensive. In another week time, if that person go out and check his blood pressure, the person may discover that he or she is now hypertensive.
Dr. Babalola pointed out that hypertension and diabetes could be genetic, advised engineering staff to avoid excessive salt intake and food seasoning. During an in-house training, retired director, National Broadcasting Academy, Lagos, Dr. Abiola Ajibola, said broadcasting is a circle which requires teamwork, good leadership and communication skills. The Zonal Director, FRCN Ibadan Zonal Station, Mr. Dominic Mukikon, remarked that the event had afforded the engineers an opportunity to gain more ideas on current trends.
It has become a tradition in this organization and the past that make it up to annually, where possible and practicable, set a week or so aside to thank the Almighty God for His benevolence and allow interactions among staff.
Earlier in an address of welcome, the Deputy Director, Department of Engineering Services, FRCN, Ibadan Zonal Station, Mrs. Ibiemi Obadino, said the health talk would assist the professionals to maintain a healthy lifestyle, adding that engineers often prioritize work over personal life, which often affects quality service delivery. The event had in attendance some management staff, including the Deputy Director, News and Current Affairs Department, Mr. Adewumi Fanyo.
Oyo State Governor Engineer Seyi Makinde has pledged a renewed commitment to exploring various potential in the aviation sector for the economic benefit and socio-economic development of the state. Governor Makinde stated this while hosting the Women in Aviation International Nigeria chapter at the Western Hall Parliament Building, Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, who were in the state for their annual conference themed Connect, Engage, Inspire. Represented by the Deputy Governor, Chief Adebayo Lawal, the governor reeled out a number of women who have played significant roles in the aviation sector and urged them to remain committed to their responsibility, as the aviation industry is an international sector such that what a man can do, a woman could even do much better. He acknowledged that the current administration remained committed in the ongoing upgrade of the Samuel Laduke Akintola Airport to international standard, with the confidence that the upgrade would transform the state's economy. In her address, the founder of Women in Aviation Nigeria chapter, Dr. Rejoice Ndodenachi, explained that beyond the focus of the conference, which was to connect, engage and inspire, the association planned to engage schools in Ibadan for mentorship and scholarship programs in the aviation industry.
Luck smiled on 79 awaiting trial inmates at the Nigerian Correctional Service, Agodi Custodial Center, Ibadan, as they were granted pardon by the Chief Judge of Oyo State, Justice Iyabo Yerima. The beneficiaries, who were released on compassionate grounds, included inmates facing charges such as fraud, unlawful sexual intercourse, armed robbery, kidnapping, breaking and stealing, conspiracy and malicious damage, breach of peace, and threatening violence, as some were also pardoned on health grounds. Among those freed was Lekon Oroleye, who had been remanded for allegedly absconding with a friend's iPhone 12 Pro Max, which was given to him to make a call, but was later recovered and returned to its owner. Also released was Timileyin Adeniro, who explained that a commercial motorcycle he was paying for on an installment plan had been stolen from him. It was an emotional moment when the case of one of the released awaiting trial inmates, Michael Kolawole, was presented. He had been remanded in place of his expectant wife, who was involved in a fight with a neighbor. However, not all inmates were fortunate, as Idris Oladoshu, who was being tried for conspiracy, stealing, and unlawful society membership, fainted after being told that his case would proceed to trial. Representing the Chief Judge, Justice Ladiro Akintola noted that Nigerian custodial centers remained highly congested and efforts would continue to decongest them through regular jail visits and case reviews. Justice Yerima further emphasized the commitment of the judiciary to expediting hearings for speedy dispensation of justice. In his remarks, the Controller of Corrections, Oyo State Command, Mr. Ayola Okpadeji, represented by Deputy Controller of Corrections, Timothy Oyelade, urged the freed inmates not to take their freedom for granted, but to make positive changes in their lives. The pardoned inmates expressed gratitude to the Chief Judge and other stakeholders for facilitating their release and pledged never to return to crime. The Plateau State government has expressed sympathy with the families of the victims of a tragic railway accident that occurred at the Phototech Junction in the Abattoir community of Jos, South Local Government Area. The accident, which involved a passenger train traveling from Bukuru to Jos, resulted in the death of a tricycle rider and another passenger when there was a collision. A statement by the Commissioner for Transportation, Davu Gyang, describes the incident as tragic and a painful reminder of the need for strict adherence to traffic rules and safety measures around rail crossings. Mr. Gyang prayed for the quick recovery of those injured in the mishap. He assured that the ministry is working closely with the Nigerian Railway Corporation and relevant agencies to conduct a thorough investigation into the incident and prevent future occurrences. The Commissioner appealed to motorists, tricycle operators and pedestrians to always observe safety signs and signals at railway crossings, warning that disregard for such regulations endangers lives.
The Nigeria Customs Service has called for urgent interventions to tackle the lingering problem of poor power supply to communities around Idiroko border in Ogun State. The Customs Area Controller, Ogun 1 Area Command, Mr. Godwin Otunla, who made the call, emphasized that improved electricity supply would go a long way to enhance the living standards of residents while boosting social and economic activities in the area. Mr. Otunla made the appeal at the command's headquarters in Idiroko during an interactive session with the management team of Radio Nigeria Paramount FM Abeokuta, led by the general manager, Mrs. Oluremi Olugbenru. The customs boss reaffirmed the organization's commitment to working with the media, particularly the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, to promote public enlightenment and strengthen national security awareness. Earlier, the general manager of Paramount FM, Mrs. Oluremi Olugbenru, had assured the command of the station's readiness to sustain its partnership in public education and grassroots mobilization for national development.
The Nigeria Customs Service, or YO, Osun Area Command, generated almost 78 billion naira within the first 10 months of the year 2025. The area controller of the command, Mr. Gambo Aliu, made this known at a news briefing held at the headquarters of the command, Ikolaba, Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Mr. Aliu, who is the 37th controller of the command, in his first news briefing since assumption of office in September 2025, explained that the said amount surpassed the amount generated in 2024 by 17.5%.
These are some of the jobs that we have done, and we seek information. We need help from the members of the public because we cannot do this job alone.
While attributing the success to dedication and commitment of the officers of the command, Comptroller Aliu urged them not to relent at recording more achievements. He further explained that the command had also recorded over 818 million naira duty paid value from seizures of some contraband goods. According to him, the items included foreign rice, premium motor spirit, used compressors, tires, clothes, shoes, bags, cannabis sativa, and registered pharmaceutical products and vehicles.
The law provides for the provisions of the Nigeria Customs Service Act. It provides that certain provisions are there for the mode of conveyor, most of them at various stages of investigation.
Comptroller Aliu further solicited for more collaboration among traditional rulers, religious bodies, sister security agencies, business community, the media, and the general public towards combating smuggling, which is affecting the nation's economy.
Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Aneke, has pledged that the Nigerian Air Force will prioritize the safety of civilians and avoid collateral damage during its operations. Air Marshal Aneke met the commitment during his maiden meeting with branch chiefs, air officers commanding, and other senior officers at the NAV headquarters in Abuja. He said the strategic meeting would assess the force's current posture, identify gaps, and review measures to enhance effectiveness. Chief of the Air Staff said the directive aligns with President Bola Tinubu's expectations for the military, adding that the service will focus on operational efficiency, safety, and professionalism.
This is the world today, the stories that made the headlines. FG moved to ensure financial liquidity in agriculture sector. Army chief has pledged to protect Nigerians during military operations. Still to come, Tigray fighters enter Ethiopia's Afar region. Hezbollah rejects negotiations between Lebanon and Israel. Stay tuned.
Thank you for still being there. Now on the foreign scene, Ethiopia's Afar region has accused forces from neighboring Tigray of crossing into its territory, seizing several villages and attacking civilians in what it called a breach of the 2022 peace deal that ended the war in northern Ethiopia. Between 2020 and 2022, Tigray was the center of a devastating 2 years war that pitted the Tigray People's Liberation Front (TPLF) against Ethiopia's federal army and left at least 600,000 people dead, according to the African Union. But the conflict earlier this decade also spread into neighboring Ethiopian regions, including Afar, whose forces fought alongside federal troops.
Hezbollah has lashed out against the prospect of any political negotiation between Lebanon and Israel and insisted that it has a right to defend itself. Report says a source close to Hezbollah's political leadership told newsmen that the declaration followed recent U.S. and Egyptian pressure on Lebanon's leaders to open direct negotiations.
And from South Africa, the government has received pleas from 17 citizens who had joined mercenary forces fighting in Ukraine's war-ravaged Donbas region to help bring them home. The war that started with Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022 has drawn in mercenaries on both sides, including from several African countries.
Heart of the matter for today is on the effects of social media content on the society, written by an intern from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Oluwafemi Korede.
Social media is a form of mass media communication on the internet through which users share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content. The rise of social media has made it not just a platform for connecting people across the world or for entertainment purposes, but it has also become a powerful tool for shaping societal norms, beliefs, and behaviors. It has become the largest public square in the history of mankind where opinions are born, shaped, and spread. As of early 2025, over 60% of the world's population use social media, with over 5 billion active users' identities globally. Facebook, Instagram, and X are examples of social media platforms that redefine the communication phenomena, break geographical barriers, and save time bringing people together. Content creation has made social media users just more than consumers of the media, but also producers, moving the media world from a centralized system where traditional media companies control the media space to a democratic system where everyone has the freedom to create, produce, and share media content. However, being a free and digital space, social media is prone to misuse like hate speech, defamation, vulgar and fraudulent content in anticipation of likes, fame, shares, and even money. Some users also abuse it by uploading a lot of content about themselves that should be private. They make blogs of their waking moment till bedtime. Sharing their private should be disabled to uphold the structures of the media space. While social media content shape the future of the society, measures should be taken to ensure the message it passes mold the society for the better.
That script on the effects of social media content on the society was written by an intern from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, Oluwafemi Korede. It was read by Remi Omolola.
So in the news, here is a recap of the major stories. The federal government is actively pursuing a plan to stockpile its strategic food reserve to address food security concerns, stabilize prices, and ensure financial liquidity in the agriculture sector to enable farmers go into all-year-round farming, especially during the dry season. Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Aneke, has pledged that the Nigerian Air Force will prioritize the safety of civilians and avoid collateral damage during its operations. And on the foreign scene, we told you that Ethiopia's Afar region has accused forces from neighboring Tigray of crossing into its territory, seizing several villages and attacking civilians in what it called a breach of the 2022 peace deal that ended the war in northern Ethiopia. Hezbollah has lashed out against the prospect of any political negotiation between Lebanon and Israel and insisted that it has a right to defend itself.
That ends the news on The World Today. Join us tomorrow for another edition. Mojupe Toba edited. I'm Chinelu Obidike. Thanks for listening. From my colleague
Emilia Ojemudia, thanking you for your time.